never a straight line. My next guest had a life-changing accident in 2009, which impacted the way in which he sees the world. He now owns the N West Fine Art Gallery in New Canaan. My guest is fine art photographer Nabil West. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, nice to meet you, and thank you for having me.
You bet. I can't wait to dig into all that you do. All right, what happened in 2009?
I had an accident where I'd fallen off of a roof in Brooklyn, and many have asked, what was I doing on the roof? And back in Brooklyn, that's often where people hang out socially, as there aren't too many yards you have access to and whatnot. So it didn't work out too well. It put me in intensive care for 11 days and about a year of rehab. But afterwards, after my recovery, I started to take a new lease on life and realize visually how amazing the world was around me.
Were you a photographer before this?
I was not.
Okay, you were not.
Yeah.
All right, so you picked up a camera. What kind?
I asked for some advice from a friend who was a photographer, and I picked up a moderately priced Sony a6000.
And what are you shooting with now?
The Sony a7R5.
All right, and we're gonna look at some of your pictures, and you're traveling the world. How do you know where you want to go?
I'm usually led by what's just so overwhelmingly stunning and beautiful. And I think that I am seeing beauty in a different way than most people are, as I'm not trying to capture the grander scope of things, but the beauty in the more minute.
You just went to Iceland, and you are not filtering your photos.
No, I'm not changing the contrast or intensities of the image, and I shot all in black and white.
Your accident, as I suggested in the beginning, is changing the way in which you view the world. Expand on that.
I'm not so much sure if it changed my view, but definitely changed my value of how beautiful things are around us, just within nature, and not needing to alter these things to find the beauty in them.
So people who do, that's just not your cup of tea?
I'd like to focus on what I do, and I have
Sure.
respect for a lot of people that approach it differently.
Sure. All right, tell me about Iceland.
It's vast, and it's cold, and I intentionally chose the winter as it lends itself really well for a black and white monochrome shoot. So much of Iceland in the winter is already black and white, and I really wanted to embrace the different gradients and natural transitions and also stark contrasts created by the ice, the snow, the volcanic ash, and the rock.
Did you get what you wanted?
I did, and then some.
I love that. Tell me about your gallery.
N West Gallery opened in October of 2023, and it's primarily my photography, landscape, abstract minimalist landscape, and on occasion I will feature another artist, but I'm very fortunate to say that it's been a great success.
All right, I can't wait to see the gallery and everything else that you have in there. And Nabil, thank you so much for being here, and good luck in the future.
Thank you, I appreciate your time.
You bet. And if you'd like to know more about fine art photographer Nabil West, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.